In this morning of my current position in life, I go to my wardrobe of truth and wear what I can conceive for this day. Truth is the property of being in accord with fact or reality, and I deal with facts I know and existence that I understand. This has changed overnight, so I wake up cloaked with light impressions of what is. I try to travel to a place called Truth, but I have no map. There is a man wearing a veil of seductive mystery on the street, and I ask, "Do you know the way to a place called Truth?" "Of course I do," proclaims this man with simple direction. "Just take a right, and you are there." And he holds out a cup for money. I pay and go, an act I repeat throughout a life of pay and go. When I arrive at right, I see billboards that say, "Call for the truth," and talkers who proclaim, "I'll tell you the real truth." But this is followed with false statements and the most improbable conjecture. They fill their spaces with gunfire politics and verbal assault crimes. This overflows crowded streets of falsehood, where thoughtless aggressiveness is killing my desire for the truth. This obviously is not the place. I encounter another man who is surrounded by instruments of measurements, logic, and anticipation. His directions cause me to take notes and immerse myself with discipline using formulas, charts, and graphs to calculate everything. His directions are not simple, but my work in this place helps me to understand the mechanics of my travel. I have been with this man a long time and realize I am not actually traveling while at this place, so I take what I earn and continue down the road. The road winds in circles and mazes with roadside convenience and distractions of fast food, lust, and unclean bathrooms of imagined necessity. I pay and go. I am weightless, trying to fill a vacuum by filling up and getting fat ideas with empty calories in a loud void of content. I put life on a counter and into a cash register. I am waiting for the big exchange, the Messiah, or anything out of a dark trail. I am the witness to nothing in a fantasy of worthless notes, where everything is made non-existent by the emptiness of everything, leaving me only what is. But then I encounter an old man, a reflection of myself in waters pretending to be deep but seeing only the surface of the matter in a narcissistic mirroring of an empty stare. Time is being wasted. I stop looking and practice music in a task that has no truth or falsehood, and no beginning and no end. By the side of the road, there is a gathering of sorts. People are exchanging music and art, feeding the hungry, sharing their stories, and just simply passing through. Nobody is selling the way to truth in these peaceful moments, but the moment my guitar releases itself from the tempo of itself, hunger for truth returns, and I am back on the road. A blurred vision of a finger points to a speechless direction, where life in a countryside of solitude is a lonely and unwanted directive. These paths towards truth are not independent or taken without a context. All of the traffic is passing along crowded highways and desolate dirt roads. We all travel to truth with all the roads leading to it. In the place I am at now, I realize three things. 1. I have not arrived at any truth yet. 2. To some degree, I am further along on my way than I was. And 3. That all of the places I have been are acting as one encounter on my way down the road to truth.